guys, thanks for coming back to my channel. Today I want to kind of do a get ready with me while I do my makeup. I'm going to try my best and show you the products while I'm using it, but this is just a chit chat, just kind of talking about a few things that have been on my heart lately. So if you guys are interested, I know the video is long, but if you don't have anything else to do, just play it. Maybe play it while you're doing your makeup, because I think that I've made a few good points and I would like you guys' feedback. So if you can, please watch it all the way through. But other than that, if you haven't already, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into it. Okay guys, I wanted to come here today and do a chit chat, get ready with me. If you guys didn't already know, I created this platform not to really be beauty related, not to be specifically lifestyle related, but to be a place where we could have real conversations and I could just kind of unfold. I am a very sensitive, like, how do you say, I feel everything. So I'm one of those type of people, if I see somebody crying, I want to cry. I don't know, I'm just a very, very sensitive person. So with that being said, I feel like sometimes we don't have the chance as people to necessarily have the platform to just talk about real things. So that is what this platform is for, and I hope that everybody can get something out of it. So excuse my looks. I mean, I can't apologize about it too much because this is just how I look. But I am going to try to show you most of the products that I am using. But if I forget about them, I will put them on the screen and kind of go from there. So let's see. We're going to keep a timer going. Keep a timer going because I don't want this video to be too long. Timer. Okay. Stopwatch. Okay. So I just have, I don't know, I've just been lately just been not in the dumps, you know, but I've just been personally dealing with a few things, and it's just been kind of frustrating because me and my husband are two opposites, and I love that he's opposite because usually if I'm like spiraling or if I'm tripping out, then he can kind of bring me back in. And so I usually try to talk to him about things and try to get his opinion from the outside looking in. But sometimes it doesn't work. So lately I have been feeling very, very lonely, simply because I just feel like, I don't know, I am just over the fact of, how do you say, I don't know, I'm tired of chasing friendships. Does that make sense? I'm tired of just always having to feel like I have to reach out to people. Now, I did read something that's saying that, you know, this is a pandemic and people are processing it different, so don't get mad at your friends if they don't reach out to you and all that stuff. I do believe that, because they were saying if you do, you know, cut them off or get mad at them, that's a narcissistic way of thinking. But at first I was like, oh man, am I a narcissist? Because sometimes I get frustrated that I reach out to certain people or just people in general, and I don't feel like I get the same thing relayed back. But then I realized, no, I'm not a narcissist because I feel like this all the time. And so I don't know, I've just kind of been thinking about it. I won't necessarily say I've been praying about it, but I've been talking to God, just telling him my feelings and how I, you know, just kind of just talking it out. Because on one end, my husband is like, you know, a friendship sometimes requires people to reach out to them or to reach out more. And then there's some friendships that require you to, there's even, and I don't know, I just feel like that's not fair. And I've been in a place where I'm tired of always feeling like this. I don't know if I choose the people in my life to be here because or I choose the people where I have to keep chasing them. But instead of blaming other people, what I've been trying to do is just self-assess and realize, what am I doing wrong? And so this is nobody's fault. This is none of my friends' fault for them making me feel like they're not reaching out to me. This is just solely my feelings. So what I have been deciding to do is I've just been talking to God more often. I've been talking to him, asking, just kind of having him fill my heart in the places that I need him to, especially because I don't know. I grew up, guys. I've been to 12 different schools before I graduated high school. So I have I don't know. Sometimes when I try to explain to my husband why I yearn for people's presence, is because I've always never really had a place called home, if that makes sense. And so sometimes I just want to just have a norm, other people's norms, meaning that I feel like how I see on TV is that people have best friends, they're always hanging out, they're always doing this, but I guess that's not really the norm. And so I'm trying to get over that. Oh my goodness, that looks horrible. I'm trying to get over that and realize that that is not necessarily how life is. So basically, I've just been kind of talking to God, just talking to him, asking him, like, what do I just need you to fill my heart so I don't feel like this, because I'm just tired of always feeling like I am the one that's chasing people, or people don't really care about me. I just want him to change my mindset. So, and it's just been amazing over this past week. I don't know if he was talking to me or if I just came up with this myself. I'll just say that it was him, but I just came up with a thing of, you know what, Kenyana, don't worry about it. Just, sometimes maybe it's meant for me to be a loner. Maybe it's okay for me to just stop reaching out to people. That's what I'm gonna do. I share so much with you guys simply because I don't have anybody to share it with besides my husband and my family. And sometimes I get lonely. So if you're ever wondering why, good Lord, she is always sharing her life. Well, it's because you guys are like my tribe. Like, you guys are like my best friends. So that is the reason why I do this. And so I am just now realizing that, you know what, Kenyana, don't worry about it. Feed into, just depend on yourself. And so that's what I've been doing. I used to spite my husband because I used to feel like he never really understood what I felt, because he has friends and he's a very likable person, but he doesn't really care about having friends. And so I used to hate him for that, and that's not right. So I've just learned over the years that, you know what, one thing that I can't take from my husband is that all he needs is me. And so that's what I'm focusing on. I'm focusing on my relationship. I'm focusing on my husband. I'm not going to chase people. And it's crazy how I just been thinking about this all week. Like Monday, I was kind of stressed. I was talking to my coworkers about it, and they were like, "No, girl, you shouldn't feel wrong for feeling like that." And so, and it's crazy how, like, now that it's Friday, I feel so much better. And I think it's Jesus just kind of humbling my soul, or he's just, resting my soul, not making me feel like, okay, well, it's okay, things will work out. And then I've created so many relationships over this past week. I have a best friend that I had in high school. We kind of fell out over reasons that really weren't our own. We just kind of had to pick sides. Unfortunately, she reached out to me last night. Come find out she lives in Atlanta, so I'm really hoping to reach out to her. So I think one thing that I really want to focus on is just focusing on things or people that want to hang out with me. I used to blame myself for feeling like, oh, it's wrong for you to want to have relationships with people, or maybe it's wrong that you always want to do this. But no, and that may sometimes maybe I blame it on my age, but I don't think so. I think I get a little bit of my dad and I get a little bit of my mom. My mom is more of a homebody. My dad does not meet a stranger, and I feel like I get a little bit of both of them. And so with that being said, I am trying to, you know, find a good balance. And so I'm not going to stress it anymore. I'm just going to, you know, I'm just going to, sorry y'all. I'm just going to just kind of keep it going and go from there. And so I am just very, very happy that, you know, that this past week has gone by and I have realized who I am. I think maybe Jesus is probably, or maybe God is taking me through this life lesson because he's just trying to say, okay, Kenyana, who are you and why do you care about other people's attention? But then I read something today, y'all, and it said, I'm going to try to post it in this video, but it said, you know, I feel the world. And I feel everything in the world. And sometimes I feel wrong about that. But it's because I'm a healer. You know, I'm always trying to figure out, you know, I'm trying to understand where people are coming from. So, I don't know. I know I'm just mumbling. But basically, do you guys ever feel like, man, I want friends or I want this, you know? One thing that sucks about kind of being a military kid is that I never was able to grow friendships. I have friends that went to college. They all went to college together. You know, they all made the decision to go to college together. And I never really thought about that because I thought that maybe we would be together afterwards. Or like we would all come back together, and you know, everybody's lives kind of changes. I really don't talk to them anymore. And so I'm just tired of isolating myself. I'm tired of just not having anybody to talk to. You know, I have friends that have kids. I have friends that are married, you know, and instead of blaming the fact of, oh, it's because of this, because of that, no, I'm reaching out to my friend. Like I've been trying to reach out to people. And if they reach back out to me, I'm going to go from there. And I'm going to stop kicking myself for thinking that, you know, just because they don't reach out to me, it's not because they don't care about me. And it may be that. It may be because I'm not on their mind, but I have to do that for myself. I have to rethink or basically reprogram my mind. Because it just makes me sad. Like I have so many friends from high school. They are like, they still hang out with their high school friends. And like, I don't know, it's just, sometimes it's just lonely just being out here. Like I don't have anybody that I grew up with, or I don't have a hometown, you know. And I know it sounds like something stupid to complain about, but all that stuff matters. Like, yeah, my mom, like for instance, my mom, she doesn't ever really go back home where she's from. But every time we do go back home to visit my grandma, she always sees something. We could be at the liquor store. We could be somewhere. She sees somebody she knows. I don't have a place like that, if that makes sense. So I think that's why sometimes I yearn for relationships. So I'm just trying to, you know, do better and not really focus on that and focus on, you know, the friendships that I do have and kind of go from there. It's just hard sometimes, guys. It really is hard because I just always, like, I don't want to bother people. Like, I don't want to keep forcing people to, like, hang out with me. And then sometimes, honestly, y'all, I'm just selfish. Like, I'll just say that. I am selfish. And sometimes I just want people to want to hang out with me, you know. But that's not the case sometimes. And I just have to kind of get over that. But I have learned that, you know, I feel like God has really did a number on me this past week, because he has really calmed my spirit. He has really made me realize that, you know, it's not always about who you have around you. It's just about, you know, you appreciating the people that, like, you know, sometimes I always can say, oh, I wish I had that, or I want that. But instead of me doing that, I need to just stop. I'll tell you guys, like, I think what really triggered me feeling this way again is that, so I don't know if you guys know, but I am considered essential. I work at a pharmacy. I give people drugs and all that stuff. And my anxiety was on a all-time high. I kept calling my mom, or I called my mom just telling her, you know, I can't really do this anymore. I almost wanted to quit my job because I just felt like I didn't have the option of choosing my health over making a check, you know, and it's just hard. And I think when I have troublesome, like when I have issues that go on in my life, I think what frustrates me of not having a best friend or having somebody around me is that how do you say, like when I am stressed out, like when I tell you guys I was so stressed out when this pandemic happened, like I just want I want somebody to just call me and check on me. You know, of course it's nice being married and stuff like that, but you can't, you know, Jonathan is doing his own thing. Like I've been trying to do the best that I can for him, but I can't always be there for him, and he can't always be there for me at every given moment, especially, and I've had to realize because I am so emotional. I am always in my feelings. And so I think this pandemic kind of just peaked everything for me. I think it was frustrating because I'm like, you know, I just feel like I'm being put in a situation that I don't want to be in. Now I'm over that. I think my mom prayed for me like freaking every night because she knew I was struggling, and I just was really having a hard time just understanding, like, wow, like, you know, I'll text my mom and I'll text my dad and I'll text my sister, and I'm not texting them saying, hey, are you all right? Have you died from COVID yet? No, I'm not doing that. I'm just texting them just so they have somebody to talk to, you know. And sometimes it would be nice to have that. Now it of course is great because my family, like, we all talk so much, but sometimes I just wish I had friends that would do that for me, especially because, like, sometimes it's just, I don't always want to like pack everything on my family or pack everything on my husband, because it's just, sometimes it's just too tiring, you know. Like, men like hold things in, and I try not to, I try for Jonathan not to do that. I always want him to like open up to me, but you know, sometimes I don't want to have to keep explaining to him why I'm sad or this and stuff like that, because I don't want him to think I'm crazy, and I don't think he thinks that. But sometimes it just gets too much when you are always the one that has to be emotionally available, and I don't want to do that to him. So that's why sometimes I just wish I had, you know, more friends. So what I did this week, I reached out to a few girls that kind of feel the same way about this entire thing, and we're going hiking today. I'm really excited because, you know, I always say that I'm a really bad texter, but like they've reached out to me, and it's just vice versa. It's just nice having somebody, you know, filling that void. And I just only can attest this to maybe my faith growing, or my faith I think is definitely growing, because I just see God working in my life in ways that I never thought ways that I thought were minute, if that makes sense. He's just really, you know, doing something for me, and I just love it. I really love that he is really looking out for me. And so, you know, basically this video was just to say, you know, us women, you know, sometimes we all have things going on, and you know, I've battled with my bout of depression and, you know, feeling lonely and stuff, and I've been trying to address those issues, but at the same time I feel like, you know, it would be nice to have I don't know, somebody you can lean on other than your spouse. So I am just taking it step by step and kind of going from there. I have created, when I tell you guys, Like, I think some of my best friends, like, and it's crazy that I say this because we all like really don't work with like we don't see each other outside of work, but some of my really favorite people are my coworkers. Like, they are just everything to me. They listen to me. Granted, they really don't have an option because we're usually at work for 8 hours or more, so they have to listen to me. But they just, I don't know, sometimes I wish you could meet the people that you work with outside of work, because I just have some bomb ass coworkers and I love them. So, you know, so have you guys ever had to deal with, like, you know, have y'all ever had a point in your life where you were kind of not nervous, but where you were lonely? How did you fill that void? Like, your best friends, do you talk to them? Like, how do you make friends in 2020? Like, I didn't go to a regular college, and so I think sometimes that is maybe the issue, because I didn't get the chance to meet people like outside of high school besides through my husband, and so maybe that could be the issue. But then I don't know, like, because I know a lot of people that don't go to college. Then I don't have a church home. So I think maybe Jesus is just telling me, get your butt back in church and then things will be better. So I think that's what I'm going to try to do. And that is what I'm going to try to do. I am going to try to focus on, you know, my faith, and trying to understand that, you know, he's trying his best with me. He really is. And that I am a piece of work. You know. There we go. I just feel like life sometimes is just hard. And you just got to keep figuring it out. And that's why, like, I'm trying to create this place for, you know, I know this video is long and you guys may not still be watching, but if you are watching, I just want you guys to know that there is somebody out there that is in the same exact place as you. I just, you know, sometimes I'm not the strongest person, and sometimes I fault myself for that, which I shouldn't. And so I'm trying to do better at understanding that, Kiana, it is okay to be weak. It is okay. Like, sometimes, and it's not necessarily being weak, because I understand that it's okay to be weak. But sometimes I'm like, man, like, people may think I'm crazy. Like, low key, I think that's my thing. Like, I don't want nobody to think I'm crazy. Like, I don't want, like, sometimes I like the stuff that goes through my head, y'all, is wild. And so I just don't want anybody to think I'm crazy. And so that's why I like sometimes kind of just, you know, put my feelings down. But no, one thing that I've learned from my husband is that don't do that. He listens to me, you know. He listens to me even if, like, and he tells me if I'm wrong. But I've been just trying to, sometimes since I'm so opinionated, some people just are taken back by that. And so sometimes I think I just get scared because I just don't want people to think I'm a certain way and I'm not, you know. So that's just, I don't know, that's just that. But I am pretty much finishing up, guys. I am going to finish setting my face. Yep, finish setting my face and put on some highlighter and some blush and maybe a little contour. Okay, highlighter. Okay, we can do that. Okay, there we go. A little blush. A little blush. And Okay, I think I'm pretty much it, guys, but I really appreciate you guys coming here, listening to me. I know that I wasn't really talking about much, but I just you know, sometimes I just want to vent. I don't know if I'm going crazy, or yeah, I honestly just want to know if I'm going crazy. If you guys kind of related, if you're still watching, and if you guys relate, just leave me, like, tell me, like, what do you do to not feel this way sometimes? I'm just tired of always feeling lonely. You know, I think it's maybe a combination of not having family here. I don't know. And it's not anybody's responsibility to, you know, fill that void for me. So that's why I'm trying to do my own self-growth and self-whatever. But sometimes it just gets tiring. So I just am so happy that you guys came to listen to my TED Talk. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. And I think I'm out. And tell me how this makeup looks, because I gotta do my mascara and I gotta do a few other things, but I think it looks pretty okay. This is like a natural beat for me, but let me know how you guys think. I mean, what you guys think, because I'm really wanting to do more makeup get ready with me videos. I'm just a little nervous. But other than that, you guys have a great day, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you like these type of videos, please let me know down below. Okay, bye.